Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be going over the best way to keep track of your receipts for your small business completely free. So without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. As you all know, most people when it comes tax season, they don't have a very organized system. Usually receipts are either in a folder that they'll just give their accountant, or they might not even be that nice, and it might be in a shoebox or something even worse. So today's video is basically just tailored to basically help me more than anything, but also to help you kind of get a better system to keep track of your receipts. And the way we do this, or the way I do it at least, is through Google Drive. So Google Drive is, I think, honestly, a very powerful tool. And second off, it's completely free. Anyone can use it, and I think most people know how to use it, which is also another great thing as well. So when it comes to kind of starting fresh with a Google Drive account, or if you've already got one and this is filled up with stuff, then you're a lot further ahead than I am. But in this case, what I want, basically how we're going to do this is we're going to have a folder dedicated to receipts. So you'll just go ahead and create a new folder. We'll call it receipts, and it should pop up right here. Perfect. So now that we have a dedicated folder for receipts, you can obviously just start. You could obviously just start with putting all your receipts in there, or you could do a better form of system, or a better system, I guess you could say, which is labeling folders by the month. And when you label them by the month, you don't want to label them by just calling it December and then November. You want to do the number of the month and then put December, just because if you don't, it'll actually put it in alphabetical order, which will cause it to be a little out of place. So when you put the number in front of it, it just makes it a little bit easier when it comes to actually organizing it. So this will kind of help you just kind of keep a better system, I guess you could say. Trying to manage your time the best you can and save you as much time as I possibly can here. So obviously I've only got December, but if I was to go ahead and create all the other months, which I will go ahead and do, but let me speed this along so you don't actually have to witness all this. And now just like that, we have a full folder full of all the months for the 2025 tax year that we can start uploading receipts and pretty much all the information we need to have, at least for our tax records, into this Google Drive account. If you want to go one step further to stay organized, one thing that you could do is you could go in and make another subfolder in each month and basically label bank statements for one, and then obviously you're going to have R for receipts, so your actual receipts for the month, and then you could do credit card statements. There's so much other stuff you could do. You could label it by vendor bills. You could do other stuff as well, but I think these are the main three that you really are going to need. I mean, I don't think you need anything else other than these three. So, but this is just going to make your life a little bit easier come tax season. Basically, the goal is to have a central system to kind of maintain all of the background information, so the receipts, the credit card statements, the bank statements, and the main reason that I recommend not doing this in QuickBooks, because I'm a big fan of QuickBooks, I love QuickBooks, but one of the bigger issues with QuickBooks is that if you were to add the receipts or use the receipt capture into QuickBooks, it can actually cause duplicates, and if you don't properly record them, if you don't match them with an actual transaction, and you don't actually need to match each receipt with a transaction. You don't need to have a receipt uploaded to QuickBooks to match it with every expense that comes your way. That's not how accounting works, and I hope most people don't think that's how you should be doing your bookkeeping, because it's going to be time consuming and just like no one's gonna want to do that. Let's be real. So unless you're getting paid to do it and you got nothing else better to do, then hey, props. But in most of our cases, time is of the essence, and I don't want you to be doing that. So by having a Google Drive, which is separate from QuickBooks, you basically have all of your receipts dedicated into this Google Drive account. And if you were to need to access any of that, you could simply log into your Google Drive and you could pull up any of those receipts because you'll have them all saved there. And obviously, like, taking a photo of them is very easy because you can do it on your phone at any time and then eventually upload it to Google Drive whenever you get the chance, or you can back them up and save them in Google Drive. However you want to do it, there's so many ways to kind of upload the photos to Google Drive, and I think it's a lot easier than any of the other alternatives, which is QuickBooks or simply just having a folder dedicated to receipts. So this is the way that I use for all of my clients. For bookkeeping, I don't personally go through all of their Google Drive accounts and look for all their receipts or anything like that. It's mainly just a way to just verify if there's anything that I might need to look back on. I can look at that, and then also just for their own record keeping to kind of save those receipts, just because in the world of bookkeeping we rely more on the bank feeds, which is like your credit card transactions coming through into QuickBooks, your bank transactions coming through into QuickBooks, all that sort of stuff. Not so much on receipts for different things like that. But yeah, I mean that pretty much sums up this video. I hope it was useful. I mean, to most people, I feel like again, receipts are something that a lot of people don't necessarily have a good system for. So I hope this really helped you today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down in the comments below. If you learned something new and if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit that like icon and hit that subscribe button as well. So thank you and have a great day, everyone.